Good morning and welcome to the news at 9ish.
Today is Friday, May 8th, and today is Coconut Cream Pie Day.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America You may be seated.
Boys and girls continue to master their extra math facts. Awesome sauce!
Twin Valley Elementary Center, and happy Friday morning to you all. We're going to get started right away on TVEX this morning. Our first one is for Jace Money in Miss McConn's class. Not always able to get to the classroom Zoom meetings, but that is totally okay because the videos are taped, and what he does is he watches it from home and does all his work on Seesaw, and he's watching those videos and keeping the assignments up. So great job, Jace. Really proud of you. So TVEC to you. Mrs. A's class, Colin Leister. Colin's been working really hard on Zoom, Seesaw, doing extra work every day at his house as well, and working really hard on that kindness. So TVEC to you, Colin. Logan Snyder in Miss Gruen's class helped Mrs. Gruen a lot by coming into a Zoom meeting so she could practice using those breakout rooms, and he's also working very hard on his assignments. So TVEC to you. Next one in Miss Thie's class, Ryder Grazioli. Ryder, this is from Mrs. Beaton and also from Miss Thie's. He's working very hard on those math problems and is reviewing instructional videos to check those answers, and he's ready to learn every day, and positive attitude as well. So TVEC to you. Miss Therese class, Lincoln Brown does a fantastic job at the morning meetings, works really hard on all his activities, including the special area activities and word sorts. He goes above and beyond. So great job, TVEC to you, Lincoln. This is from Mrs. Lefevre and to Valeria Castanado in Miss Thie's class, or excuse me, in Mrs. Tropo's class. Valeria has just done a great job watching all the third grade lessons, answering all the questions on Flipgrid, even showing up at office hours to say hi to the teachers. So working really super hard at home. We appreciate that, Valeria. TVEC to you. For Mrs. Rotoloni's class, Caden Schmidt. Caden's joined our Zoom meetings on time every day, sets himself up to learn, participates, and completes his work. Great job, TVEC to you, Caden. Addison Schneider in Mrs. Trofo's class, been a superstar both in the classroom and as well as now in remote learning. Always focused, ready to learn, and submits quality work every time. So great job, Addison. TVEC to you. Next one up is Lexi Smucker in Miss Seipel's class. This is from Miss Seipel and Mrs. Fowler. Comes on every morning ready to learn, smile, pays attention, takes notes, excellent role model for the rest of the class. So TVEC to you, Lexi. On to the second page, from Mrs. Beebe, Tessa Sinclair. Been working so hard, not only completing all of her assignments and even assignments that are can-dos, but she's also doing them with a smile. So Tessa, congratulations, TVEC to you. From Miss Seipel and Mrs. Fowler, Jordan Patton. Stayed on after class to help Miss Seipel and Mrs. Fowler and other students find work on Google Classroom. She's a great helper to the teachers and to the rest of the class. TVEC to you, Jordan. From Mrs. Cresswell, Nicholas Raymond. Nicholas working really hard and getting used to this new normal of learning. Tries his best and works hard on his assignments each day. I really admire his honesty, says Mrs. Cresswell, and willingness to try even when it's hard. So that's great, Nicholas. TVEC to you. Next one, Carson Taylor in Dr. Burns' class. Carson attends class meetings with a smile, loves to share, and participates appropriately. So great job, Carson. TVEC to you. Next one, Remy Heller in Mrs. Gall's class, showing respect, enthusiasm each day in the morning meeting and working on those seesaw activities. So great job there, Remy. TVEC to you. Next one up is Matthew Dunbar, Mrs. Rodoloni's class, working hard during online learning, does a great job asking questions when he's not sure of something, and that is a great quality. We're never always sure about everything, so make sure to ask those questions if you don't know. So TVEC to you, Matthew. Faith Busco in Mrs. A's class, doing a great job in reading clubs, seesaw activities, and on Zoom every day. So Faith, TVEC to you. Mrs. Berger's class, Emma Fry. She's doing well with online learning, wearing headphones, Surface to write on, quiet, distraction-free environment. So she's really setting herself up for learning. Pays attention, participates. So here you go, Emma, TVEC to you. And finally, Kendall Smith in Mrs. Churlin's class, working very hard on the online lessons and independent. Her writing is blossoming, and she's been writing outstanding opinion letters with great evidence from her books. So great job, Kendall. That's a TVEC to you. And to all of you boys and girls out there that are working so hard, we really appreciate it. I know this is a lot different than our normal schooling, but everyone is stepping up, and I'm so proud of you and your families. So great job, everyone. I hope you have a great weekend. Take care.